Greetings from New Jersey on the banks of the Navesink River. Across from us to the south is Rumson, New Jersey, and I'm down here in my old town in which I grew up in, visiting some family for this Labor Day weekend. I took this opportunity while everyone was asleep to go for a nice ride. I like to ride in the mornings. Got great visibility, not as many cars out, not as many deer if you live in a rural area, and yeah, as you can hear and see, not worrying about cars coming by. Yeah, kudos to you if you know where this road is or where I am, but either way, neither here nor there. Just want to talk about my BMW S1000R. I think out of all my bikes I've had, this bike is probably one of the best all-around road bikes I've ever had. I don't say along with track bikes because it does have linked brakes, so that you know, for most of us it wouldn't really matter, but for the few who it would affect, it is a hindrance in that regard. In any event, this bike, 163 horsepower, really makes about 150 to the rear wheel. I left this stock exhaust on it because it's pretty quiet. So living in New York City, I was able just to kind of cut through traffic nice and easy with this, and people didn't really know I went by them. Even, you know, just NYPD, just roll right by them. They didn't even know you go by until you pass them exactly. So really quiet bike without when you don't change the exhaust. When you do, this thing sounds insane, but I like to keep it stock for the road bike. That's about it. Right now I'm riding Dunlop Sport Max Q3 Pluses. I like these tires. They're great. They're good on the road, good on the track. I've also rode a lot of Metzlers on this bike. Have about 15,000, almost 16,000 miles on this bike. I did about 25,000 miles on my Triumph Street Triple 675 Street Triple R. That was a lot of miles on that. That was a great bike. Love that for the road, but I gotta hand it to this BMW. It's a more capable road machine, just with the added power. If you need to go 2 up, with that added power, you know, you're not whining out the engine as much if you're going on a longer ride with your buddies. You're going up to Bear Mountain if you live in the New York City area. You know, you're going to a place like that, or if you live in an area where you'd have to drive a good 40 minutes to go get to some really choice back roads, you'll understand what I'm saying. You get some spirited riding on the highway. This is more than capable of keeping up with any fast car on the road. Anyone who wants to test your mettle, this bike can handle it. It can keep up with anything. Handles very great. The chassis on this bike is superb. Once you have it set into the turn, it's great. Throttle out, holds its line. Really nice chassis off of the S1000R, which is a knockout. The only thing is you don't have that painful seating position with the clip-ons. You know, not that old, in mid-30s, 36. So the clip-on days for me are over. It's not what I enjoy, not what I want. I don't like the position. It's not comfortable. I'm a fit person, so it has nothing to do with the physical inability of me to get into that position. It's just I prefer sitting more upright. I was into naked bikes long before it became popular within the United States. Had quite a few monsters, S1000Rs, S2 1000R, sorry, S2 800R, a couple of those bikes. I've liked naked bikes for a while, and this is a great one. This is a great road bike. It's got a lot of power when you need it, but you could put it in 6th gear and just chug along at 3,000 RPM, 4,000 RPM, and it doesn't even skip a beat. The one complaint I have on this motorcycle is because it does everything so clinically with such precision. It's that it doesn't have a soul. My Triumph Street Triple RS with the 765 has a soul. Of course, I put a non-stock can on it. Everyone told me if I just got the Acura for this bike and the tune, it would be insane, it'd be a fire breather. Yeah, it'd be waking up the fucking neighbors. It would be destroying my eardrums. I already ride around with plugs as is because what most people don't know, it's not the noise, it's the wind that will cause hearing loss. I always wear plugs when I ride. It's just common sense. Here they are. It's one of them, but always wear plugs. And that's on a stock exhaust. It's just because of the, you gotta wear earplugs, ear protection. It's important. The other important thing is investing in quality protection, quality safety gear. Today, busted out the Ray Corsair X. I take that bullshit DOT sticker off, or whatever your Europe designation is. I take those cornball stickers off because you don't need them. No police officer is going to pull you over for not having a DOT sticker on a full face helmet. The DOT helmet stickers is bullshit anyway, and it's only for people with those little plastic little lids that they put on their head just to kind of suffice. People don't like wearing helmets but just want to have to wear one just because it's the law. Anyway, I got that going today with some Dynasty action. The high vis matches the high vis, and the high vis matches the boots, the high vis. And of course, you gotta have, if you're wearing Dynasty boots and gloves, you gotta have a Dynasty jacket and also a pair of Dynasty jeans as well that are protective. So, if you're gonna spend the money on the bike, you're gonna spend the money on the exhaust, you're gonna spend the money, period. You're gonna be spending it on skin grafts and on medical bills if you don't get good protection. Invest in it, and if you're gonna invest in good protection, have a little pizzazz, have a little style, get a little color. Everyone gets stuff that's black. Don't be boorish. Don't be like gaudy. Just get nice, classy stuff. And if you've noticed, yes, I've been talking on the road for 8 minutes. Not a fucking soul has come by. Yep. That's why it's always fun to come back and visit where you grew up at. Anyway, as always, have fun, stay fresh.